T-Mobile, why did you lie? Why did you lie? Why? Okay? You told me one thing and then you cut my darn phone off. Okay? Okay? Let's get this straight. Peace, family, peace, 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 peace. All right. So, my phone got cut off, honey. All right. So, this video, bear with me, honey, because this video is very interesting how the universe will show up for you. Okay. So, earlier today, okay, I was alerted by this here message that said my services were interrupted. Okay. And at first I was like, interrupted, but we done made a payment plan with T-Mobile, okay? And T-Mobile said, the representative, don't you hate when you speak to one customer service rep and that customer service rep tell you one thing, and then when you speak to another one, that customer service rep tell you something completely different? But anywho, so I woke up to this lovely message and I was like, what? I was like, oh no, honey, I called them. I didn't even meditate. I just was like, I was livid. So I called T-Mobile, and this is how dope the universe is. So I'm on the phone with this lovely customer service rep. Her name is Andrea. And I'm explaining to her, what happened. I made a payment plan. The date of the payment arrangement, okay, I had made two payment arrangements, okay. Now, the first one, it was supposed to, my bill was due this past Wednesday, okay. But instead of me paying the complete amount, I had put $60. It was like $80. It was two installments, so it was $80. So I paid 60. But before I paid the 60, I spoke to a customer service rep and was basically like, oh, I have $60. I could pay $60 right now for our payment arrangement, whatever. The customer service was like, oh yeah, yes, everything is okay. Let me speak to my supervisor, and the supervisor, let me get the okay from the supervisor. So she spoke to the supervisor. She comes back to the phone. She's like, yes, everything is okay. But my intuition, see, your intuition is never going to lie to you, girl. So my intuition was like, this seems a little strange, because in the past when you set up payment arrangements, normally you would get a message sent to your phone stating like, oh, the payment arrangement has been set up, right? Like, you agreed to pay such and such amount on a certain day. So I never got that message. And as I'm on the phone with the customer service rep, I'm asking, I'm like, you sure like the services is going to still be on? So she's like, yeah. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to pay the $60 today. And then next Wednesday, I'm going to pay the 20, right? To make it an even 80. So she's like, all right, yes. She's like, yes, your services is not going to be cut off. In fact, I'm going to call you next Wednesday so you can make the $20 payment. So I'm like, all right. That did not go the way it was supposed to, okay? Because this morning, right? So this is what I mean when I say synchronicities and how the universe is always working in your favor. So as I'm on the phone with the young lady, Adrian, right, and me and her talking, this morning I just woke up and I was just questioning me being a content creator. And, sometimes when you doing the work, it could be you can be an artist, you could be a rapper, you could be anything you put your mind to it, but sometimes you may not see the results. And if you paying attention to the numbers, that's what's really going to do it for you, because you have to act as if it's already manifested. And this morning I just was not there, and I was just laying in the bed and I just had this feeling like, what's the use, right? And recently I had got a download for me to take 3 days off social media and then come back after the third day, and then take 4 days off. So this is like me coming back after me taking a break from 4 days from social media. And this morning I just wasn't with it. And the universe was like reminding me like, no, this is your purpose. This is what you're supposed to be doing. Because when I got on the phone with the customer service rep, Andrea, from T-Mobile. She was so lovely. She was sweet. She was amazing. And me and her was talking, and I was like, something kept telling me, like, mention that you a content creator, like you gotta upload videos on YouTube. And whenever, let me tell you guys something, okay? Whenever I have listened to my intuition, it always, honey, it always be knowing. It always be popping and locking and rocking, okay? It definitely was doing it. And so I mentioned it. I was like, yeah, because I got to upload content and, all this stuff. So Andrea was like, content? I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm a YouTuber, okay? I'm a YouTuber. And she was like, really? And I was like, yeah, girl. And she was like, I'm a YouTube. She said, I make content too, but I was making content. So she started telling me her story about how she was making content during the pandemic and how she stopped because she was getting criticized. And she was getting criticized by her ex. And you know what? Let me tell you something, okay? When you are getting criticized by people, it just means you doing something right, okay? Because if you operating through your life and you being average, mediocre, of course, nobody's going to say anything. But when you putting yourself out there and you are being of inspiration, then people who a lot of times they want to do what you are doing, but they won't put themselves out there because they afraid, right? And so one of the things, honey, we done did a whole visual. Okay, I was on the phone with T-Mobile rep, like, girl, let me tell you something. Okay, let's picture this. Okay, 6 months from now. Okay, all right. And the customer service rep, she was from where was she from? Darn. She was from the Philippines, honey. Damn. Okay, she was from the Philippines, Laguna, I think. The Philippines. So I was like, girl, okay, 6 months from now, okay, you have over 15,000 subs. Honey, don't knock it and don't be like, girl, listen, okay, you be surprised how these things works, okay? So I'm like, you have 15,000 subs, okay? Because I think she said at this time she had like 300 and something. I said, girl, 6 months. We ain't even doing a full year. We doing 6 months. You have 15,000 subs, okay, on YouTube, all right? And you are being of inspiration because she was saying something about her weight and how she don't really be wanting to post because her weight. And she do like food content, and she was like she don't want to post because she's afraid of the criticism. Let me tell you something. First of all, closed mouths don't get fed, okay? And then second of all, you got to take the leap out on faith and do the thing that your heart is calling you to do. So as I'm on the phone with Andrea, and me and her talking, and I'm like, let's do a visual. I said, I know you busy, girl. I know you got other customers waiting probably. I said, but let's do a visual. Okay. And I hope I ain't getting her in trouble or anything. But I said, let's do a visual. Okay. Imagine a little girl come up to you, and that little girl, she's been binge watching your videos, okay, in the Philippines, and she comes up to you, and she's shocked. She's like, oh my goodness, Andrea, and she's with her mother, and her mother is like, oh my goodness, she loves you. She watches your videos all the time. And she practically binge watch your videos. And the little girl is crying like, you inspire me so much. I want to be a content creator. I want to be a YouTuber just like you. And I was like, imagine that. Imagine how that felt. Imagine if you start speaking about some of the things that are challenging, right? Whether it's weight loss or whatever it is. Imagine how many people you are going to impact. See, let me tell you something. When you are in your purpose, okay, it's like nothing is going to stop you. You always going to show up, and it's going to be times where so you may doubt yourself, okay, but whenever you doubt yourself, you got to understand you got this. You have to understand that the universe, source, God, Allah is working in your favor. You have to understand. You have to get that. And as I was on the phone with her, I just was like, see, this is synchronicity. And she was like, I follow you. I said, honey, I was appalled. Okay, I was blown away. I said, you follow me, okay? She said, I think I follow you. What's your content about? So I told her, I said, it's law of attraction. I speak, inspirational videos, mainly law of attraction and stuff like that. But honey, I do some vlogging here and there, okay, girl. But she was asking, she was like, I think I follow you. So then she started telling me about Instagram. But I think Andrea probably got me mixed up with somebody else, probably, on Instagram. I don't know. But she said, what's your name? And I said, it's Dina Bryant, just like, T-Mobile have it down. Okay? So she was like, yeah, I think I follow you. I think I follow you. And she was like, I'm going to send you a message on Instagram later. So, honey, if she send me the message and I get the message, then, honey, she followed me. But I said, damn, all the way in the Philippines, girl. Okay? I said, damn, okay, so the whole purpose of making this video, and my services got restored, okay? They got restored, okay? Whew, right? But the whole purpose of making this video is about, I know, restoring services, but honey, restoring your services for us faith, okay? Restoring your services for us faith. Now, you may have some faith, but your faith is going in is working against you, okay? You have faith that you can't do it. You have faith that you're not good enough. You have faith that you're not beautiful enough. You have faith that you don't have enough education. Honey, let me tell you something, all right? You are good, okay? You are good the way you are. You are amazing. You are phenomenal. You are beautiful, okay? You have everything you need within you already. When you came here to this planet, okay, everything was already within you, okay? Now, some things has been, covered up with other people's belief systems, your family, the culture, and everything like that. But, honey, you have what it takes. And let's talk about restoring your faith so it could work for you and not work against you. And so with that being said, I hope you guys got something from this, okay? The universe is always working in your favor, girl. Know that everything wants you to win. Everything, okay? And also I told Andre, I said, listen, it's an African proverb, okay? And it goes something like this. If there's no enemy within, the enemy outside could do no harm. And that's true. It's all according to how you see yourself, how you perceive yourself to be, right? And if people are saying stuff, honey, you gotta take that with, you just gotta dust it off. Because when people constantly telling you stuff, negativity stuff, they telling you, oh, you this, or you fat, or you, honey, let me tell you something. And it could be somebody so beautiful that's telling you this, but they soul is so ugly, okay? Okay? It could be somebody that seems like they got it all put together, but they soul is so ugly. And one of the things that I saw understanding and realizing was when I started working on me, okay, I didn't have time to critique. I didn't have time to, criticize people and be like, damn, she don't look good. Or damn, look at he look. All this other stuff. I don't have time for that, because when you are being out there and being yourself, and you know how it feel, okay? Because you got to understand, those seeds that you plant, you will reap the harvest, okay? And so plant love, inspiration, dedication, purpose, okay? Plant those seeds, all right? Okay? Motivation, education, liberation, okay? And with that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.